Hi guys, finally I'm back. I'm still not very well because of what happened to me in the last period, but I still not have the strength to talk about it. So if you want to know what happened, you have to see a video. I uploaded just some a week ago, I think. And yeah, we can start with this new video today. I choose an interesting video to review, which is 15 things you didn't know about India. And I am so curious to check these things. Let's begin. 3, 2, 1, go.
Number 1. Bollywood's highest grossing film made 27 times more than Hollywood's highest grossing film.
Okay, I
For
didn't know
every
it.
600 films Hollywood produces, Bollywood will make 1,000.
Wow.
They're the most profitable films, too, when you compare the numbers. Hollywood's highest grossing film was 2009's Avatar, which made $2.8 billion at the box office. In stark contrast, the Bollywood film Three Idiots brought in $76.81 billion. Now that's a
I know this
profit.
film, I saw it last year. Wow.
Number 2. Shampoo was invented in the 16th century, India.
Wow.
Derived from the Sanskrit champu, which
No.
means massage, the concept of shampooing was invented in India in the 16th century. Herbs and natural ingredients were used then, rather than today's combination of
I
modern
didn't know
chemicals and
it.
fragrances, in particular gooseberry, sapindus, and fruit pulp. When colonial visitors came to India, they brought the practice of shampooing and hair washing back with them to Europe.
Wow.
Number 3. Diamonds
Diamonds
were
were
first mined in India, and it was the world's greatest producer.
Okay, this I
India was the
know
most
this.
productive diamond mining country in the world until diamonds were found in Brazil in the 18th century. There are now 3 active diamond mines in India, and the famous Kohinoor diamond was found in the 13th century. The 793-carat stone went from person to person and was eventually acquired by Queen Victoria during the British Raj in India. Number 4. Elephants in Kerala can treat themselves to a spa day.
I don't know
Karkata
it.
Elephant Yard Rejuvenation Center provides elephants with baths, massages,
Oh,
and soothing pamper
so
sessions.
cute.
The spa caters to 59 clients and is a way of giving back to the sacred animal. Elephants play an important role in Kerala's temple processions and are a significant feature of the region, so they deserve a massage every now and then.
I know that it's a
Number 5.
magical
The
animal.
largest religious gathering in India can be seen from space.
Wow.
Kumbh Mela is a Hindu pilgrimage which takes people to the banks of the Ganges every 12 years. The major event involves ritualistic bathing,
Oh my
devotional
God.
singing,
I
religious discussion, and
I
feeding
can't
the poor.
imagine from
The
this
attendance
place.
figures had to be capped at 75 million, making it the largest pilgrimage on Earth. Number 6. Ancient Indian civilization is the oldest in the world.
Okay,
We
I
often look to
didn't know
ancient
it.
Greece and ancient Egypt, but Indian civilization dates back to 2400 BC, when it was split into 16 monarchies, known as the Mahajanapadas. There are even authenticated human remains that date back to 30,000 years in South Asia. The oldest Hindu texts were written between 2000 and 500 BC, as well as the first texts on science, medicine, and astronomy. We actually owe the number 0 to Indian mathematics, who created the concept.
I thought it was
Number 7.
Babylonia.
India is home to every major world religion and doesn't have a national language.
I know it.
Hinduism, Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, and Sikhism all have a place in Indian society, with the most dominant being Hinduism and Islam, covering 80% and 14% of the population, respectively. Judaism has existed in India for the last 2,215 years, and some of these smaller religions also featured, including Jain, Zoroastrian, and Baha'i. India also doesn't have a single national language because 1,652 dialects are spoken across the
I know
different
because of
regions.
you subscribers.
Number 8. A polling station is set up for just one voter in Gir Forest at every election. Every election,
I didn't know
Farandas
it.
Deshandas gets
Wow,
his
so
local polling
ignorant.
station entirely to himself because he's the only resident of Gir Forest. He's been voting in Indian elections since 2004 and never misses one now that he has his own personal polling station. Mahant is the caretaker for the one temple in the forest in Gujarat, a home he shares with the rare Asiatic
Ooh,
lion.
that sounds
Number
strange.
9. The Indian government has used scaffolding to hide the Taj Mahal when airstrikes are predicted. During the Second World
I
War
didn't know
and the
it.
Indian-Pakistan Wars, scaffolding was put up around the distinctive domes of the Taj Mahal to make it less obvious from above. They feared strikes by the Japanese Air Force during World War II, so hid their most famous landmark. More recent threats to the Taj Mahal include the rising levels of the Yamuna River, which has cracked the tomb underneath the structure. There have been predictions that the tombs could collapse at any time. Check out our video, 15 Most Expensive Man-Made Attractions in the World, to find out what ranks along the stunning Taj Mahal.
Wow.
Number 10. Indians invented navigation, yoga, the world's cheapest car, and thorium-based nuclear power.
Oh my god.
Indian
Everything.
society
You
can take
discover
credit for some of the
everything,
most
Indian.
important inventions in the world. They were the first to create the concept of navigation, over 6,000 years ago, using
Navigation.
rivers and seas. Yoga was created 5,000 years ago and has roots in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. The world's cheapest car, the Tata Nano, which costs around 100,000 rupees, the equivalent of $1,400. And India is the home of the
I
first
thought yoga
next-generation
was
thorium
like
reactor. The country is aiming to
Chinese.
produce 30% of its
No,
electrical
I
power
was
with
wrong.
thorium by 2050. Number 11. You can stay at the former Indian royal residence for
Oh
88,000
my
rupees a
god.
night. If you want to stay at the lap of luxury, forget Paris and forget Dubai. India is the home of the most stunning palaces in the world. Once the home of the Maharajas, there are opulent palaces throughout the country, with some dating back hundreds of years. The Kumarakam Lake Resort
Wow,
hosted Prince
so
Charles's
beautiful.
65th birthday, and the 450-year-old Samod Palace in Jaipur has hosted famous faces from all over the world. Number 12. King Jai Singh of Alwar snubbed Rolls-Royce in the best possible way. India has a long and colorful history of quirky monarchies and
I didn't
extravagant
know.
kings and queens. The King of Alwar in northeast India was insulted by a Rolls-Royce salesman when he visited a showroom in London. A very proud man, he ordered a whole fleet of Rolls-Royce cars and gave them to the city's waste department so they could use them to transport rubbish throughout the city. Number 13. 1 million Indians are millionaires.
1 million
India has one of the most
Indian.
dramatic wealth gaps in the world, with 35% of the country living
Okay,
below
I
the
know about
poverty
the
line.
gap about
Those who live way above it live
poor
a
people
very
and
different kind of
rich.
life. The
But
richest Indian in
1,000,
the world is
1
Mukesh
million,
Ambani,
sir.
who has a net worth of $53 billion. The
My god, I have
59-year-old
to go in
made his
India
money in the oil and gas
for
industry,
sure.
and his billion-dollar home recently made headlines because he chose to build a 27-story skyscraper
My
instead of a
god.
sprawling mansion.
Wow.
Number 14. The first account of plastic surgery was found in an ancient Sanskrit text. One of
That's
the first medical texts was the
wow,
Sushruta
that's so
Samhita,
weird.
which can be dated back to the 6th century CE. It's one of the very first examples of a medical text and discusses surgery, incisions, skin
Plastic
grafts,
surgery.
and nose reconstruction.
Wow.
Britain's first nose job wouldn't be performed until 1814, a worrying 80 years before the Sushruta Samhita would be translated.
That's awesome. Wait,
Number 15. One of India's
weddings.
most extravagant weddings caused controversy because it was too extravagant.
So,
Lasting 5 days and costing $74 million, the wedding of the daughter of a prominent businessman made headlines in 2016 for all the wrong reasons.
my god.
The $2.5 million wedding sari, Bollywood royalty in attendance, and gold Bangalore Palace setting was denounced as an obscene display of wealth. Millions of Indians live in poverty, so the wedding was criticized for being in poor taste.
My god.
There are many stereotypical images of India, but there's so much more to this incredible country than many of us know. The center of many industries and the world's biggest democracy, India has influenced art, literature, science, and medicine potentially more than any other nation. If you could take a trip to this beautiful, fascinating country, where would you find yourself? In a gorgeous Maharaja's palace, surrounded by palm trees and rural countryside? or a modern apartment in the thick of busy Mumbai?
The first choice. I'm really, well, I didn't know many things. I'm so ignorant. I have to say it. And I'm really surprised about some of these things. I just, wow. Thank you, India. Thank you for staying with me also for this video, and we will see soon in another one.